Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dell and thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you stopping by. As you see in the title, I just washed my hair. I'm getting ready to style it. It's still just a tad bit damp, but most of the water is gone out of it. So I'm going to style it with you all. All of my little kinks are out. So it's nice and kind of not real smooth, but easy enough to comb through. So what I'm going to do now is, now in my previous videos, I showed you where I use this coconut oil and I have a dropper that I drop through my hair. I think I'm going to switch that. I found this at Family Dollar. Usually the Dollar Tree sells these as well. And I have the olive oil and the tea tree as well. But I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to try this Moroccan organ oil. It was only, I think $1.25 or something like that. Not expensive at all. And it smells wonderful. So I'm going to, what I like about it, it has the tip on it too, like the olive oil as well. So I'm just going to go through my hair with this just to give my scalp some moisture so it won't be so dry. I hope that you guys are doing well. Hope your families are doing well. Today is Friday. Hope you had an amazing week. I did. I can't complain about anything right now anyway. But the week went fast for me. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I've been busy, always doing something, and always, constantly moving and staying busy. So my videos are quite behind. I've been meaning to do this one for a minute now, but I finally was able to do it today. So again, I appreciate you all for tuning into my channel, leaving your nice, kind remarks and your feedback and all of the above. So I'm just going to massage that in. And I have not put my leave-in conditioner in yet. So I'm going to do that as well. Now, I will leave the products that I use in the description. I can actually show them to you now. It's just the shampoo. This is a quick wash because I've really got to prepare and do some things this evening. So I said, let me go ahead and wash my hair real quick. But this is, let me start with the shampoo. The shampoo is by Design Essentials. This is the shampoo. It's the oat protein and henna. And as you can see, this is what I use. It's a moisturizing conditioner. I did get this from the beauty supplies store. And I also use the purple shampoo. As you can see, I'm about out, but I use the purple shampoo for the highlights. I don't really have a problem with yellowing, but I use this because when I first got it cut, my beautician told me to do that. And then, of course, I showed you the coconut oil, but I won't be using that. And the conditioner that I use is also by Design Essential, and it is this almond butter. This is not a leave-in. I'm going to find the leave-in for this because I think that would make a difference too in the moisture in my hair. So those are the items that I've used to wash my hair. Now I really like this the Olive Miracle by African Pride for my leave-in. So I really, really like this. So I continue, as you can see, I've been using it and I continue to use that. So I'm going to put some of that in my hair to give it some moisture as well. You have any plans for this weekend? I don't think I have too much to do this weekend. Not that I can think of unless it's something at the last minute. So now I've got that done. I don't have to, I usually have a spray bottle with conditioner and Nairobi foaming, all of that. I'm not going to do that today. So this is what we have. It's soft. It's really nice and soft and moisturized. All right, so got that done. Now, I did run out of my World of Curls, or I'm on the last little bit of it. Where did I? Let me see. I told you I always forget something when I'm filming. But anyway, I did get a new bottle or a new jar because I only had like maybe a corner or so left in the other one. So I'm going to just take about this much because I have very dry hair. This is the World of Curls. If you have not seen it before on my channel, I use this for extra dry hair and it really helps my hair. Okay, that gray hair, as I've mentioned before, is really and truly tough to deal with. So yeah, I use a generous amount all over my hair. My hair feels wonderful. It was time for me to wash. Someone asked me how often I wash my hair in the comments. It depends. It could be, in some cases, it could be every week. It could be every 2 weeks. But I can tell when I need to wash it because my coils will not form. Of course, as you can see, if you look back at my previous videos, I think I had my last haircut in April, May. So yeah, it was really tight on the sides and just a little bit in the top. So it's grown out of the style now. And with it being a little longer, I would need to wash it more frequently because the coils don't hold as much. Also, when I was at the beauty supply store, I bought another sponge. I try to replace those, I say about every 3 months because they can get worn out. So this is the name of it, or this is what it is. It's a double-sided, and I got this from the beauty supply store. It's in the, well, not necessarily the men's section, but mostly the men products is where it's located. And this is only, it was $7.99. But this is one side. That is the bigger holes there. And then the other side. And again, because my hair is getting longer, I decided to go with the little bigger holes there. And then of course I have the plastic one, as you've seen on the channel before, and I use this as well, and I'll show you if I have to use it, but I usually kind of break up my parts with that. So that is where we are right now, and I will go ahead and start to coil. I'm going to start with this side. So you have to be patient if you want to get those nice defined coils. Again, my hair was a little damp, and I just, I thought my camera was not on. That's why I was looking. I thought I wasn't video, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to do all of that over. But see, I was starting to coil. And when I first started doing this, when my hair started growing, when I got it cut, oh wow, it will give your arm a workout. But because I do it so often now, it doesn't bother me. But what I'm doing, if you can see, I'm going from the back and then coming around the sides. And I even want to get behind my ear. And if you're having a time to grip it, you could actually put your hands in there. Just don't be too harsh with it because you don't want to pull it apart. but I do that as well. Or you could hold it on the side. It has a grip. These are like foam on the side. So now I'm working my way in the middle. So that's one round right there. And then I just kind of work my way up to the front. I appreciate you guys watching the video. It seems like my hair videos do very well. And I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate all of your feedback and your comments. And I respond to each and every one of my subscribers. And I appreciate you all. If I have not said that, I appreciate you all. Okay, so now see this side. It looks a mess, but it's going to come together. And see this side, see that side. And so once, keep in mind it's still a little damp, and then it has to dry. So when it dries, I'm gonna do everything I need to do to it first, and then I'm gonna let it dry completely, and then I'm gonna show you what the end results are. But yeah, that I appreciate you supporting those videos, but mainly the hair videos do very well, so I appreciate that so very, very much. And that's another thing, that if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, the things that you know you do on a regular basis and you feel that it is worthy of sharing with someone that's going to help someone, I'm just taking this apart and kind of separating it. And you think it's worthy enough to share with somebody, that it will actually help somebody, you can do that. If it's just putting on your makeup in the morning before you go to work, if you have time, you could film it before. I don't have time to do that every morning now, maybe once or twice. I could do it, but I'm trying to get out. I don't put that much on, that much makeup on, but I have to concentrate in order to get out of here on time. So I won't have to stick a blue light on my car and pass everybody on the interstate. That was so corny, I know. But anyway, I can't rush is what I'm saying. So now I've got this kind of the way I want it. Now keep in mind, it's still kind of damp, especially from the products that I have put on my hair. And now I'm going to do a round two. But when I do round two, I'm going to go in with, I always want to show you the back as well. I should have showed you the back when I first started. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is the back as it is curling as well. Or coiling. I don't want to say curling because I'm not trying to get curls. I'm trying to just get it out of this Afro Florida Evans state. And when I say Florida Evans, I thought Florida was beautiful. So I'm not saying it to be funny. You know how some people, oh, I'm using this side now. How some people would mock her, you know, for the mom that she was on Good Time. But I thought she was a beautiful black woman. But my hair reminds me of Florida Evans when I don't have any coils in it. It's just an afro like when I first came on. So no harm done. Her hair was beautiful too. But see how it's kind of now compacting? Kind of look like Don King a little bit, don't it? Yeah. All right, then I come on the sides. Any loose hairs on the side, I get those as well. Get everything. I bought a new product too. I might, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll wait until my hair is out of the wash stage to do that, but I can show you what it is in a minute. All right, so that's been about 15 minutes since I've been on here. Now let me look in this little mirror here. All right, so at this point, I can take this plastic, I don't even think it's called a sponge, but that's, I mean, it serves the purpose as a sponge, but I don't know what other people use it for, but let me show you what I'm doing. So you see these gaps here? I want to close those in. So I'm going to use, because this has those feet and they go between the parts, kind of almost look like the parts. So that's what I'm going to use to kind of close them in. Now, will it be perfect? No. And that's where I come and put my, use my comb. But that is what I use this for, just in case you were wondering. Because I know I have parts and gaps all over. So I just use that. Okay, and then I take my comb, the pick part of my comb, and I start picking it out. Now see, here's a section here that I need to go back over and curl or coil. So let me, it's getting long. It's really time for a haircut. I don't want it to grow too long, but I'm not ready for a haircut yet either. So that kind of gave me some curls or coils. And then I'm going to go through it, pick it out, and close up all of those little gaps. Well, I'll tell you what, my scalp feels wonderful. Then if you want to go back, if you have certain ones that are too tight, you could go back and separate them so they won't just stick out. And I always like to pick and pat. I want my sides a little shorter or a little compacted than the top. I'm going to tie a scarf around that. But yeah, so remember what it looked like. I'm going to learn how to do the side-by-sides. Now, I'm not trying to be like everybody else, you know, with their videos, as far as how they upload with the two pictures on the side, but it might help it so you could get the gist of what I'm saying. But I'll insert a picture, the before and after, and then we will go from there. Yeah, so that is, let me use the back. That'll coil it really quick. There we go. Right, now that one's a little tiny. Let's blend this one in with everything else. And that's all. It's just working with it to get the style and shape that you want. And all I do is just let this dry. I think I'm going to go over it one more time with the back. Something's itching my nose. I'm sorry. And again, don't press down in your hair, like press it down. You just go over the top. You're just coiling the top of your hair. You're not trying to get all the way down to the root. I mean, I guess you could, but that's not my goal. I just want to define the top and give it a shape. Now, when it's shorter, I would have been finished by now. And then get all back there behind your ear so you won't have hair just sticking out. And what I do too is if I have, the gray hair is stubborn. So what I do is after it dries, you'll see some stray hairs sticking out that are so hard to tame. Let me know if you have that issue. And I just take a little pair of scissors and clip the little strands off because it's so hard, especially after your hair is already styled. It's hard to go back and just, I apologize, my oil probably running down, but it's hard to go back and just curl that one strand. So I love, it feels nice and fresh. And I love it. So now that is just what it looks like when it is not dry all the way. And then my last step, I always take my brush. I'm going to come back and perfect it. And then you'll see the entire look. But I always I'm sorry, I've got oil all over. Now, how did it get down? I don't know. So I do need to curl. Where is my little, I don't think I have it. I'll try to coil that little one right there. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take my, you can pull it down if it's too high in the front. Do that. And then I have a new, this is the same brand, it's by Kiss. And this is the Edge Fixer. And I had it in watermelon, but this is pineapple. This is it. And this is what it looks like. And then this is my last step. I go around my edges. Just to make sure that all of the hairs are together and nothing is a flyaway. And again, I'm not trying to do baby hairs. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is uniform. That's all. Oops. Yeah. So that is how I style my hair. I usually take the brush and the back of it, just kind of go let me see. I don't think I have. Let me soak some of this oil up. I remember my mom used to use these, but I thought she used to use them to block oil or put powder on. But did you know that these are actually exfoliators and you can use them when you wash your face? You can use them. I didn't know that. How I found out is I read the directions. Never knew that all these years. Did you guys know that? I didn't. Okay, so that is what that looks like so far. So when I come back, it's gonna be dried, and I'm gonna show you the full look of what it's gonna look like after everything is dried. But while I'm here, and when I come back, I'll have, there it is. I hope you can see everything, and I hope all of my gaps are closed. If not, I'll fix them before I come back. But I'm gonna let this dry, and I'll come back and look a little decent, okay? I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I'm back. So this is the result after my hair has fully dried. I think it still has like a couple of little damp spots, but for the most part, it is dried. And then my last step that I like to do is I usually do this with my coconut oil, but I use this on the scalp, the Moroccan organ oil. So I'm gonna try this. I usually just do the finishing step by putting some on my hands and just kind of putting it on my hair like that. Nothing too much. But this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did say that, and see how it's compacted, I did take a scarf and tie it on the sides. Because I like it to look like it's still in the shape of the cut. But that's that. And of course, this is a body oil as well. So I'm sure my elbows or something are ashy. So I'm going to put that on my arms as I usually do, and my hands. And we didn't waste anything. But this smells so soft and so good. But just wanted you to see the final look. And I also mentioned that I wanted to show you another product that I bought from the beauty supply store today. I'm going to give this a try like during the week sometimes and see how it works. This is called the Sponge Twist Gel. The Sponge Twist Gel. This was $3.99. I didn't want to try it tonight because I washed my hair, and you know, the writing is so small on there. It is so small. Just a second, someone's calling me. So sorry about that. But it is so small, so if you can read that, I will read it in my spare time. But oh my goodness, it is so small. I can't even read it. I have on contacts and glasses, and I can't read it. But anyway, I know that it's specifically for the sponge, and it's a gel. It does mention that it adds, it says natural, Jesus, no buildup, restores sheen was the reason that I actually bought this. So I want to see how that keeps my hair for the week. I'll use it for about a week without putting my regular oil on. Well, I'll put the oil on the scalp, but I will see how this works and I'll let you know. But as always, thank you so much. Today is Friday. This video will, when you see it, it will be Saturday. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. As always, thank you so much for all of your support in watching my videos. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And may the good Lord bless you all. Real good. Take care. And I'll see you in a video real soon.